Hey guys, it's Meidjo Telemarketer here, doing another video. Today's video is about the Meidjo 3.0. I think it might be at like 3.2 right now, which I think is the best telemark binding ever made. Bold words, I know, but I'm going to tell you why. First off, I remember when I started telemarketing, I got into telemarketing as a means of backcountry skiing. That's what telemarketing always was to me. Everybody telemarks for different reasons. And so if you telemark for a different reason, maybe this doesn't apply to you. But if your motive for telemarketing kind of involves, backcountry skiing and also the telemark turn and riding the resort, then this video might really make sense to you, and you might really love the Meidjo. Back in the day, we used to be called pinheads, and the pins kind of disappeared, but now they're making a comeback. So why is the Meidjo so awesome? First off, touring. If you've never toured on two pins, it's a game changer. For so many years, what happens when you're touring with traditional telemark bindings is you have to fight the springs on the uphill. So when you're traveling uphill, the spring resistance, which is great on the downhill, actually makes going uphill harder. So for the past 20 years, the telemark binding companies have been experimenting with systems that will disengage the springs, but they really never got the pivot point properly. And at the same time, AT skis started getting lighter and lighter, and you see Dynafits, and it's like that two pin tech toe is the ideal place for the pivot to happen. And you really can only do that with the two pin tech toe. So first and foremost, if you're touring and you've never experienced two-pin touring because you've been a teleskier for years and years and years, once you try it, you will just be like, oh my God. I remember for years I could not keep up with the AT people, and I'm actually in really good shape, but it was actually my equipment and not the fact that I'm a fat ass. Anyway, so that's reason number one. Reason number two is that this binding was able to incorporate everything that you could want for a resort binding. It's fully step in. So all you have to do is line up the tech toe, engage the tech toe, and then just step into the binding. It's fully step out. All you have to do to get out of it is to press the button, and which is this thing right here. If you press that, it'll release, and you just kind of wiggle your toes, your foot. You yaw your foot out, and it releases, which is absolutely amazing. And it's super light to boot. So it's just the best that I can think of. And I don't think I'll ever go back to, anything else. The other thing is that the releasability of the Meidjo, so the major competitor for the Meidjo is the 22 Designs Lynx. And I love American-made goods, but the one thing that they didn't do when they did their design is, if you look at the second heel, which is right here, the Meidjo has wings, and there's an adjustment. The adjuster is on this side, but this is what controls the releasability, and it is a point of weakness. Sometimes you'll get icing in here, and it'll cause the binding to not fully latch, but it's really easy to clear. But this actually allows your din, and so with the 22 Designs, I think they saw this as a point of weakness, and so they just put a latch over this. And so they say the 22 Designs is releasable, but I think they're relying on the tech toe to release. If I'm wrong about this and you know more about the 22 Designs, feel free to chime in. But the 22 Designs is a very comparable design to this. So, we're getting into the season here, and if you're looking at, doing a new setup for the year, I really strongly recommend the Meidjo. Pierre, if you're listening, je t'aime. Please fly me to France, and so I can eat all the wine and cheese and meet a beautiful French telemark woman to elope with. Yeah, I mean, there's. I'm gonna make another video about like how to use these, But if you're on the market for a telemark binding and you want to do and you want to tour, and you want them to release, and you also want step in compatibility and step out compatibility with ski brakes, because that's another thing. I hated the leashes. I mean, these literally, you throw them on the ground and you step in them and you've got brakes, you know. I hate leashes. You know, I hate bending over every time I want to get in and out on my skis. You don't have to do this with these anymore. I mean, it's just an amazing thing, and I'm really grateful for people like Pierre that you know, are passionate about teleskiing and have contributed to make our equipment relevant again. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to put it, you know, in the comments. I made a video called Ode to Meidjo, and it got almost 1,000 views, but I'm learning about video production, and so my audio quality on that video is really bad because I didn't have the external mic hooked up properly, so it's probably hard to hear. And yeah, I mean, like, it's a super light, super awesome design. I have heard some things I've heard in talking to people about these, because we're kind of a fragmented community, is some like really heavyweight guys, like, you know, if you're like 250, you might have problems tearing these out of the skis. But I weigh 180 and I'm 5'7", and I charge hard, and I haven't had any problems with that, really. So I highly recommend it. It's the best telemark binding I think ever made, and it's brought our sport back to being a relevant backcountry tool, as opposed to just something we like doing at the resort because it's fun to teleturn. With this, you can actually keep up with the AT skiers, maybe even better than they can, because of the bellows and the boot. So we have a bigger range of motion. So yeah, I mean, I can't say enough about the Meidjo. It's pretty much all I'm going to ride. This year, I'm going to add another set of waybacks to the quiver. I think I'm going to do a wayback 96 and 170, and I'm going to mount them with the Meidjos. And last year I toured about a third of my days. This year I'll probably tour about half of my days, because touring's just become a lot more fun since I got these bindings. I came from the NTN free rides, and they suck at touring. And then the freedoms I have, but I haven't really toured that much in them. But there's no comparison. I mean, these tour so much better than that. Plus, they're step in, step out, fully releasable. It's just go with it, man. And if you're looking to buy them and you live in the Denver area, Confluence Kayak and Ski sells these, and Brian's super awesome, and so is John, and they'll help you out with them. Yeah, I can't say enough good things about those guys. I know it's hard to get tele equipment these days, because, you know, we're just a fragmented community, so there's only a few stores that really have good telemark selection. Confluence is one of them, and they know how to mount these, and they do a good job with it. So yeah, guys, have a great day, and you know, get stoked for ski season. I'm gonna try to make this channel kind of like a vlog this season, and document my exploits. And I'm also gonna make some tech videos and some tech tips to help people, because I've really enjoyed watching Freehill Life and Dosty, and oh shit, what's the guy's name? The French Canadian dude. Oh man, I forgot his name, but Remy Martin. Remy Martin makes awesome videos too. So I want to help contribute to the YouTube canon, so that, you know, fledgling teleskiers have resources and opinions and people to listen to, because I spend a lot of time listening to them. So have a great day, guys, and get stoked for ski season, and just love the turn. And when you see each other out there, be nice to each other, because we're a strange flock of weirdos. And so yeah, say hi to each other and represent. Have a great night.